President Ramaphosa on the 9th of August launched a campaign calling on men, because this violence is not just a violence that is looming. There are perpetrators, right? And maybe before I speak about perpetrators, the research also revealed data on violation that men experience, so that we don't assume violence against women, children, and vulnerable groups, and we also don't want to talk about violence against men. And not only just by men, but also violence against men by women. Because now we have another perpetrator now by nature or by virtue of women. So when we speak about our own response, we have to look at a whole society comprehensive response. But there's two ways. We either prevent it or we respond to it. But without even listening to some of the messages here, I'm sure Deputy Minister would have touched also on some of the social issues. We as a country are struggling with triple threats: poverty, unemployment, and inequality. If we don't prevent GBV, our country is spending 45 billion to respond to gender-based violence annually. This 45 billion, if we prevent it, we can redirect it to economic growth. We can redirect it to education. We can redirect it to job creation. Yeah?
To community media.
To community media as well. Indeed, to community media. You know, then we don't have to speak about the 7 million investment. We need more for community media, for that matter. So indeed, but what I'm just highlighting is that we need to see what we do in terms of this. Just this meeting that I was in, it was a meeting in preparation of the new administration, 7th administration for the National AIDS Council. Because even HIV in our country takes a lot. It's an epidemic. We have an epidemic of HIV. We have an epidemic of TB. We also now have much more rising sexual transmitted infection. So we need to know exactly how do we play a particular role. But if we then center the role of community radio, community media, and put it at the center to help us redirect what we call social behavior change, communication. Sometimes people do it in the form of a peer navigation approach, but I want us to redirect and put at the center the role of community media in the center of social behavior change communication. This will help us immensely in what we do for our communities, in education, in campaign, in awareness, but also in right on time messaging